Before we get this video on the road, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Paige over at the Click Theorist on YouTube. She's back making theories, and she's one of the people who I really look up to in that sense, so go ahead and check her out. She has some great content regarding the blurry face theories and all other types of theories that are insanely fascinating. Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Jake with Stolen Potential, and we have a lot of news to talk about. First off, I just wanted to say how cool it is that the 21 Pilots clique, the community, the fans, we're all so active right now. Like, it is insane. Of course, you're about to hear why the clique has been so active in just a little bit, but it's been so refreshing and so rejuvenating to have all these 21 Pilots fans come back and are so active on Twitter and on YouTube and all of these other venues. Instagram, for one. I just passed 1,000 subscribers in that, and 400 of those were in the past couple days. And it's all because 21 Pilots updated their website once again, and it has 3 new posts on it. This is insane. This of course brought all these new fans into the mix, people who had never even heard of the DEMA.org website before. We all came together to solve all of these shenanigans placed by Josh and Tyler. It's been such a fun ride over the past 3 days. Now, before I get into the meat of the DEMA updates, I wanted to say that I truly believe wholeheartedly that 21 Pilots is going to be dropping new music by the end of either this week or next week. There is no refuting that. If I'm wrong on that, you can come back to this video and just trash me in the comments, but I wholeheartedly believe that new music is either coming on the 7th or the 13th. One of those days is looking really nice, and it's because of the frequency of these updates. Like, they are happening so often that I can't think otherwise. It's like the blurry face Twitter account all over again. So if history repeats itself, which is a common theme that I've been stating, we could have new music by the 7th of July. That is like 4 days away. That is insanely close. So be ready. Be ready for a drop. Be on the lookout. It's happening. So what are these new DEMA posts that have appeared on the website? So usually as Tyler and Josh update the website, they add them chronologically. So the first ones that they posted are at the bottom. The most recent ones are at the top. However, they posted one out of order. They actually posted it before the second Clancy letter that we received. If you look at the picture, it looks like what appears to be a highlighted slash or two with various circles and numbers. It's really interesting, but it isn't really anything on its own. What's also interesting is that this new moon date reads 01702 moon 12. So of course this is the date that 21 Pilots, Tyler and Josh won their Grammy and stood in their underwear in front of thousands of people to accept this award. I thought that was a pretty funny thing. I remember that went viral on Facebook the day after that happened. Now, the 2 other posts that we got for the 21 Pilots DEMA update is one GIF of a vulture, and it doesn't blink. In addition to the GIF, we also get a 3rd Clancy letter. And guys, I've been looking forward to Clancy coming back for so long because Clancy is the one who reveals more about the world, who reveals more about the DEMA universe. Now, what's interesting about the moon dates for the GIF and the letter, they both translated into July 1st, 2018, which was of course the day that they were released. Now, when that update was added to the website, people were thinking that, hey, is there gonna be something that happens today? If the moon date reads tonight, are we gonna get a single tonight? Now, sadly, that didn't happen. I'm shooting this 2 days prior because I kind of wanted to let the dust settle a bit to see if anything would happen, but I do believe that we are gonna be getting music still very soon. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and read over the Clancy letter and just give you context about what it's saying and what it means. It reads, "A lifeless light surrounds us each night. Never could I imagine that something so luminous could feel so dark. It's this glow that reminds us of the dreamless existence we've been sentenced to. But I can call a sentence. Others accept as normalcy. How did they so efficiently eradicate the dreams within us? When the bishops instituted vitalism as mandate, they effectively reversed the hope that many arrived with. Am I the only one who realizes that we've been lied to? Am I the only one not afraid of the notion that the 9 have hijacked our trust and extinguished the hope that once motivated our existence? We used to close our eyes and picture a better life. Now the city is full of dry eyes caught in a trance of obedience.
devoid of any trance of an identity. The only significant light I've seen has been in the eyes of those smeared. Such a curious sight to see bright eyes strangled by the darkness of bishop hands. As their penance fades, so dims their memory of something more. My hope of something more is all I have in this rigid tomb, and I will not let it die.
Pretty intense stuff, and this is why I look forward to Clancy's presence so much, because it just reveals so much more about the bishops, Deema, the state of living that he has, and wanting to escape it. So of course this Clancy letter paired with the vulture not blinking refers to the kitchen sink lyrics, or the kitchen sink eye phase closing that we received last summer, because that means that we are very close to getting a new album. So of course with every Deema update, it's been apparent that each of these posts refer to one of the closing eye phases that was published last summer to announce the start of their hiatus. The vulture seems to represent kitchen sink because of the lyric "nobody dreams when they blink," and of course the vulture isn't blinking. Other people have drawn comparisons to the fact that the message from Clancy refers to Message Man, which is the eye phase after the one that refers to kitchen sink, which means that we only have one more update to go. Now we just sit in silence. So this is insane. This means that next update could be their album dropping. But wait, we're not done with the Clancy letter just yet. If we overlay the yellow highlights that we received earlier in the website over Clancy's third letter, we get highlighted, "We are bandidos." And now it makes sense. Now we can see what this means. These are the lyrics that Tyler was singing in that 8-second clip that we got late last week. But hold up, there's more to this Clancy letter, because if you download the image on your computer, the file name basically spells out reverse, but in reverse. Someone on Twitter went ahead and reversed the Clancy letter to see what it says backwards. And funny enough, it actually makes sense in reverse. What the freak? So the letter read backwards now reads,
My hopes of something more is all I have in this rigid tomb, and I will not let it die. As their penance fades, so dims their memory of something more. The only significant light I've ever seen has been in the eyes of those smeared. Such a curious sight to see bright eyes strangled by the darkness of bishop hands. We used to close our eyes and picture a better life. Now the city is full of dry eyes, caught in a trance of obedience, devoid of any trace of an identity. Am I the only one not afraid of the notion that the Nine have hijacked our trust and extinguished the hope that once motivated our existence? Am I the only one who realizes that we've been lied to? When the bishops instituted vitalism as mandate, they effectively reversed the hope that many arrived with. How do they so efficiently eradicate the dreams within us? But what I call a sentence other accept as normalcy. It's this glow that reminds us of a dreamless existence we've been sentenced to. Never could I imagine that something so luminous can feel so dark.
So again, what the freak? 21 Pilots, probably Tyler, wrote this letter that can be read how we normally read it, but also read in reverse. Like, what in the world? So the last thing with this Clancy letter, remember how I referred back to that highlighted page that was released before the second Clancy letter? Well, looking back on that, you can also see the circled numbers and how they correlate with the letters. These also spell out trench. Now, a lot of people were thinking that this might be a new song, and when read in reverse, these are the lyrics of that song, and I think that is so cool. Now, it doesn't really rhyme and flow like some of the other songs by Tyler, but I really think that this could have the potential. I mean, on paper, I didn't think that a song like Ode to Sleep could work, but hearing it for the first time, I was like, this is awesome. This makes sense to me. And so maybe we'll have a similar reaction to this song if, in fact, these are the lyrics. So that's everything with the new Deema update. It is insane to think how far we've come with this website, and we are just so close to this new album. It's insane. Now, the second topic that I wanted to talk about today, a YouTuber found and released a brand new song from Tyler Joseph's No Fun Intended album. This is crazy because it was released on SoundCloud and somehow got lost, and then slowly these songs have been coming forward over time. Now, it's not necessarily the songs that we want right now, because we were really wanting 21 Pilots back. It's not necessarily a song that we're itching to hear because we didn't even know it existed, but I think it's a really good addition to No Fun Intended, and that's actually probably one of my favorite tracks from the album next to Drown. Or Blasphemy, that's a really good one too. So go give it a listen, it's really good, and it's really cool that we just got this random track out of nowhere that we weren't even expecting. It was like a nice little surprise. With that being said, for an explanation as to why this video is a little bit late, in my last video I talked about being exhausted and how like there's all this crap happening all at the same time, and although it is so fun to cover all these updates, the day that this update came out, I consciously made a mental note to not cover it that day because I really wanted to just take that time to just have rejuvenation. So that's what I did. Since then, I spent time with some friends, I worked out a couple times. It was good stuff. Definitely time that I needed to just pour back into me to make sure I was ready for the upcoming events and 21 Pilots music that's going to be dropping soon, because I'm going to be covering all that stuff. Like the hour that happens, I'm going to be filming. So I'm so excited for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting on all my videos. I really appreciate you guys, and I can't do this without you guys. If you aren't already, please follow me on social media to get the behind the scenes look on these YouTube videos that you're currently watching. I post a lot of BTS stuff there and ask you guys a lot of questions about what you guys want me to cover in my future update videos. Also, it's my birthday month, and I've started to get birthday presents from friends and family, and I just wanted to give a huge shout out to my friend for giving me this. This is one of my all-time favorite albums, and I can't believe that I now own it, and it was such a blessing for her to give that to me. And the reason why I bring that up is because I'm going to be doing a vinyl collection video for my 10,000 subscriber special. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching once again. I'm sure I've said that in the past. This has been Jake with Stolen Potential. I love 21 Pilots, and so do you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.